leading up to this game after what happened Sunday, and just how they kind of played and how they kind of just handled themselves tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think we did some good things on both ends of the floor. But we can be pleased, but we can't be satisfied. We got to keep working.
What's the lesson from Sunday that you'll need to use moving forward with this team?
There's a lot of lessons to learn from that one, Mike. You're up 16 on the road. Take your foot off the gas. Calls start going the other way. Get tight. Being more mentally engaged, more mentally focused, more mentally tough. Especially on the road. It's easy here at home. It's been easy so far for us at home, and we've got to learn to come together when things start going the other way and not allow it to spiral the way it did on Sunday. We've got to do a better job as a staff to keep putting situational stuff together in practice so we can avoid Sunday.
You've been moving Lana and Kendall in and out of the lineup and going for the hot hand or matchups or what?
I think Lana had played really well. Just strictly basketball there. Like she just been playing really well, and and both of them responded with some pretty solid games today.
How important is it kind of maybe get those two going?
Yeah, we have to.
Regardless of who starts, but just getting the production out of that.
Yeah,
position.
We have to. We didn't get anything on Sunday, and it's a two-way street where they're not showing their numbers and they're getting skinny in the post, and then our guards are on their heels and with the pressure that Central Michigan showed us, and so our timing was completely off, and nothing to take away from Evansville here, but those Lana and KP were stronger than they were, and they're going to be stronger than some bigs we play, but it can't just be when it's easy. It's got to be when it's hard from all of us.
No Taylor tonight.
Yeah, just day to day. Want to make sure we're taking care of her, and just want to get her healthy, 100%.
Just from a point guard standpoint.
Yeah.
On the day-to-day thing, I mean, how do you fill the void there, and who fills the void there?
Yeah, I thought I just told Tara I thought this was probably the best point guard game she had. She's never played the point, and trying to get her to understand the why, the when, the what, the why of certain actions, right? Like, and I think by committee, Mads can fill in there, Ela can fill in there, Kiki can as well. It's good to get Kenna out there just because Kenna knows, and there's a calming influence with Kenna knowing the plays that we run or what we're trying to do. But I thought Tara did a really good job, and as Tay is day to day, like we've got to do our job of making sure Tara keeps learning and growing into that spot. She has the most ability when in terms of just like athleticism and speed, and now we've got to help her with all the decision making, and when you're being pressured, all the stuff that comes with being a point guard.
Taylor she was playing more minutes.
Yep.
She seemed to be getting into the role that you needed her to be in. Obviously a little disappointing that she didn't play tonight, and next time she plays, but just kind of speak to kind of where she was at going into today and how she was helping you.
Yeah, I mean, she just gives us a point guard who can shoot behind a ball screen, and something we really haven't had here since I've been here, and that kind of just opens things up. But again, like we want to make sure that she's out there at 100%, and that's got to be our priority.
Open up Big Ten play Sunday. Just what have you seen from the Big Ten so far, and where do you think you fit, at least in this early stages?
Yeah, I think I don't know. We've been pretty locked into most of the teams we played. I've watched Michigan. I think Michigan is really, really good. I think after the first quarter at Connecticut, it was like when it was 22-5, I think, and then it was like, oh, okay, these guys aren't so bad. We can play with them, kind of thing. But their sophomore guards are ridiculously talented. They're my size kind of guards, and they're physical. They're a KBA team. They're tough. We've got to be able to handle it. I don't think we're gonna have seen anything like it so far. Obviously Kentucky was long in length, but not quite the physicality that Michigan brings. So we're gonna have our hands full, but we've got to find a way to go there and be competitive and see if we can hang around and make it a game in the fourth quarter.
Come back, almost drop 100 after losing on Sunday. I guess is turning the inconsistency into consistency just more this team playing together over time? Is it more cohesion? What do you think it's going to take to be more consistent as the season goes on?
Just a lot of work, right? We've got to continue to work and we've got to stay true to the process. I know it's like cliche as cliche can get, but we do have a new group, but it's been a month now, and slip-ups like Sunday can't happen. We have to finish that game, and then but we've got to stay true to it. We got to keep grinding and fighting and clawing and finding a way to get better every single day.
There's some stretches where this team really is in the zone. Everything's working offensively and defensively. Sometimes it's a little bit more rocky. In terms of playing a complete game, it does kind of feel like this team is really close to getting to that point. Do you feel the same way? Yeah,
we're close. When things are flowing, it's when we're intentional and we're on the defensive end, right? We're locked into the defensive scout. We're aggressive on the basketball, guarding it. Our posts are doing a good job of pushing off the block, but that has to be what ignites our offense. Don't have a lot of break you down, just give me the ball, I'm gonna get a bucket kind of kid. So we've got to be intentional in defensive end, and when we are, then a lot of really good things happen for us.
I asked the players what they were most excited for starting Big Ten play. KP said she's wanting to make the conference tournament and said that very confidently. What does that look like day to day, building to that goal to make it to the conference tournament?
Yeah, it's every single day. It's working. It's coming to practice and being intentional with your film watching, your weight training, your rehab. It's a grind and it's a marathon and a gauntlet that there is no easy days. And so we can't even waste a day. We can't waste an opportunity to get better. Whether we're watching film or we're on the court in practice, whatever it is, we've got to make sure we're taking full advantage of the opportunity to get better.
One for me. Carly gets in the game, steals, score. Just what's it feel to see her?
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Right-handed layup too. I wish she would have pulled the kick out three from Ave. Old AAU teammates. I thought she was gonna let that thing fly, but Carly's awesome. She embodies what a Boilermaker is, and she comes to work and she's got great energy for us. Wouldn't expect anything else from a Barrett kid here in Lafayette, but really, really excited to see that happen for her tonight.